I posted it and suddenly like my phone blew up. People were asking for templates. I think it took around 1 week for the algorithm to pick it up.
Welcome to another episode of Promethean Leaders. So today we actually have Jennifer Cho, who is a influencer and content creator. She is on Instagram by the name of Vegan Tech Nomad.
Vegan Tech Nomad.
Vegan Tech Nomad. And she blew up not too long ago on the internet, went viral. So we are here to dive into the process of content creation and how influencer marketing actually works and what can you learn from it and replicate the process so that you can also maybe go viral. Hi Jen, how you doing?
I'm doing great today. I'm so excited.
Yeah? So can you tell us more about like how you started basically? What's your journey look like?
Yeah. Okay, so this is kind of convoluted. I actually started making short form content on TikTok for my work. And the first TikTok was so bad. You wouldn't believe. I'm like embarrassed to show it. But that was in, I think, March 2022. So I was like creating content on and off. And I only was more consistent in February or March 2023. So I was like posting daily running vlogs because I was marathon training.
Yeah.
And it didn't really go anywhere, but I posted every single day, and that consistency really helped me improve my videos. So I think it was worth it, and I finally took off. It really helped me with my video creation skills and editing faster. For my current account, Vegan Tech Nomad, I started it in like 2019. It was a photography page.
Okay.
And then it was like somebody I know told me to delete that page actually.
Okay.
Yeah, because it literally was dead. Like I didn't post on it for like 2 years. And then only recently did I start taking content creation more seriously because it was more fun. All my friends were asking me like, what do you recommend to go to? Like what vegan restaurants would you recommend? What activities do you recommend? They kept asking me for advice. So I'm like, I'm just gonna make a video, post it, and then just link them to the video instead of always explaining every time. So that's kind of how it started.
Okay, so I do have a lot of questions about it, but very first question, I get it, the Vegan Tech Nomad. So it's like, how did you come up with this name? Like, what's the theory behind this name?
Yeah, actually, in February of last year, I came up with that name because I wanted to start a blog. Because I heard blogging, like I love writing. Like ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a writer when I grew up. So I saw somebody selling a blog writing course, and I paid like $200 or $300 for it.
Okay.
Still have not finished that course. But I picked that name because it was like what I wanted to write about. So vegan food, like tech, because I work in tech and I wanted to teach other people, help them with their careers. Because I get that question a lot. Like, how do you break into tech? Because I'm a psychology major, and all the other psychology students who don't want to go into like being a therapist, they ask me about it. And Nomad because I like to travel. But honestly, it was really difficult to write like vegan food and travel content. It didn't come naturally to me. It was very hard to edit all the videos. What did come naturally was what I did for my work's TikTok account, which I grew to, I think, almost 50K followers on TikTok. It was just like filming my face and like talking and then filming my computer screen. That was so easy to make. And I didn't know that other people found that difficult until I started talking to more people in the creator space. And they were like, how do you just talk so naturally to the camera? I can't do it. But to be honest, it came with a lot of practice. Because my first TikTok video from March 2022 on my work account, it was so unnatural. I was wearing this exact same blazer. And I was like, hello, this is how you break into product management. It was so unnatural. So I think it just comes with practice and consistency.
That's great, but like, what's the content like? Your content is about like, is it just vegan food? Is it like tech advices? Is it like traveling, or are you like trying to combine all of it?
I wanted to combine all of it, but right now it's just I'm known for. Okay, if you Google "unhinged productivity girl," it's me that shows up. So that's what I'm known for. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, just like filming more tech stuff, and I travel on the side, and I can show that part of my life. But most people want to see the productivity content. Actually, my boss screen shared his screen and he Googled unhinged productivity girl, and then we all sat there and saw it. But yeah, it was very interesting.
So it's like for the content creation process. So which video actually went viral? How was the takeoff process from there? Like how did you go viral from it, and like Which video was it? Like, what did you do differently, or what did you do like to copy the viral method? Is there a viral method that you utilize or something?
So the first video that went viral, I think there were a few that got over 1 million views. And the first video was me tracking my entire life. Actually, I thought it was normal. Like, that stuff is normal to me. I track my time 24/7. I track all these different metrics about my life. And everybody I talk to, they're like, oh, that's interesting. And I posted it on TikTok before, like my personal TikTok account.
Yeah.
It never took off. So I was like, I'm not going to put in the effort and make a template unless a lot of people ask for it. So when I posted it on Instagram, it was around December. Because in January, I told myself I'm going to take content creation more seriously. And in December, I posted it. I was like preparing for January. And I think a lot of people back then, they were ready to like do their New Year's resolutions. So it really took off because it was all about habit tracking for their goals. Okay. So I posted it and suddenly like my phone blew up. People were asking for templates. I think it took around 1 week for the algorithm to pick it up. And since everybody was commenting, asking for a template, like it started taking off. And then I actually posted another video. And the second one that went viral was about workplace documentation because I saw that people were really loving my Notion templates.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, let me pull up this other thing that I made in the past and just see how it does. They were like, I didn't think the comments were that bad, but some people, they were like, you know, this is too much. Like, why are you doing this? But to be honest, it just boosts the video.
Yeah. So it's like, I know we're getting into the comments and everything, but what I want to know is like, so the timing of your posting. So since you said like you posted it before the New Year's and people wanted to get into shape and let's say they tag their goals and everything and you posted about productivity and everything, right? So how much the timing plays into this whole thing?
I think it does play a lot into it because I have posted that same content before, but it just didn't take off. So the timing helped a lot. But when it came to my other videos, like the workplace documentation video, that one, like, I don't think the New Year's hype had anything to do with it. Same with like my third video that went viral about friendship spreadsheets. So I can describe these videos. So the first one is the life tracking one that I described. And the second one was workplace documentation. That one, I think it went viral because a lot of people were commenting on it. Like they wanted the template as well.
Yeah.
Some people said they had just started new jobs and that they really found it useful. So that's why they wanted the template. The third one was the friendship spreadsheet one. And that one, I think people wanted because they were like, this is such a good idea. I want this. Because it was unique. It was new. And they could see how it was useful. Some of the other videos I posted have more templates and people commented. So like I had a to-do list that helps you prioritize everything. And people said they needed it for their exams. I have a date bucket list to help people make decisions on where to go for dates. I have a bunch of random stuff like that, and like they haven't taken off as much, but they do better than my other videos because people just comment asking for the template.
So did you actually decide that these are your audience? Did you made a plan that like, oh, I'm going to pursue this kind of people in this demographic with this content, or did you actually start making it and you started finding audience yourself?
I think it's just like you make a bunch of different videos and you see what takes off and then you go with that.
So you just like try different methods, try different new content and see which one people relate to most and then you pursue that stream?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Oh, that's very interesting. So it's like an influencer marketing, right? So now you are an influencer and you're doing influencer marketing. So how does that work?
I have a whole thing about this in my premium newsletter, actually. So in that newsletter, I share like how I'm making money, because it's like that newsletter is for people who want to start their own businesses. Okay.
So what was this newsletter about? Like, is it a link that people can share or something?
Yeah, it's called vegantechnomad.com. My premium newsletter, my newsletter is free because as a marketer, I'm like, you always need to collect emails. So I had that link in my bio. It was like, subscribe, it's coming soon. I didn't write anything. So when I went viral, everybody started subscribing. I was like, okay, now I have to, make it an actual thing. And it was so much better than my blog writing stuff because it actually helped. I collected emails. I have a free email newsletter.
Okay.
that one, like this is why you need to collect emails, because somebody with more followers than me was like, oh, I wish I collected emails from the start, because it makes it so much easier to monetize. So the free email list, it has around 18K subscribers now, and
Okay.
it's only been like 4 weeks. So that one you can monetize through like selling your own products or sponsorships. And then my paid one
Yeah.
is the one that people pay for, like a monthly subscription. And that one I share tips about my business. And with monetization, I share a lot there about the breakdown. So with regards to sponsorships, like you asked, there's this platform called Passion Fruit. So
Yeah.
it's like the fruit, except it's FROOT.
Okay.
And it helps streamline the process. You get to find people to work with. If you find people on your own and you don't know how to deal with like the invoicing or payment,
Yeah.
just Passion Fruit deals with all that.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is like we're going to add your free newsletter and premium newsletter in the video,
Okay.
so that people can look into it if they want to subscribe to it. And then you have the passion fruit and everything in your newsletter, right? So people can learn more about it. Okay. Right. So that platform is helping you find a sponsor.
Well, I would say it's helping me streamline the process.
Okay.
How I actually find sponsors is some people reach out to me, but usually it's like through my personal networks. So I use a newsletter platform called Beehive,
Okay.
BEEHIIV. Please use my affiliate link. And it makes it very easy to monetize. So it finds the people that will pay you for more subscribers. So like you promote their newsletter, and then you get paid for every new like click or subscriber that you bring them.
From the Beehive. So basically, if you have
Yeah.
more subscriber on the affiliate link, and then you get paid through that.
Yeah, kind of. Like
Kinda.
there's a lot of ways you can monetize. So I actually was very active on Twitter, sharing everything I was doing. And Twitter is how I found one sponsor. The other person I think found me through Beehive, and then a bunch of other people like sponsors. I'm still in the process of it, but it's just me reaching out to them.
Okay.
Like products that I already use.
So product that you already use, you are reaching out to them. So how's that reaching out looked at? I think like I don't know. I have not done it, so I'm not sure. But it sounds like it's going to be like an intimidating process. You're reaching out to someone like, hey, sponsor me. So how does that work?
So I basically find their marketing person,
Okay.
or like whoever handles the stuff. I send them an email. I send them a LinkedIn request or like a message, and I just like follow up after like a day or two. And you always have to keep following up. Like one person I thought ghosted me, but then they actually followed up like today.
Oh.
And then I was like, oh, because I think things move a lot slower when you're in a bigger company. Just a lot of following up, like sending a nice message, sending like your metrics, so like engagement rate, followers, newsletter. More people get money through newsletters, I think. So like open rates, click-through rates. And I just sent them my passion fruit page because it has all those metrics. Oh, and then I don't put down how much I charge, because I used to do that, and then I think I was undercharging, so that's not good. So now I don't put my rates on there, and I ask for their budget first.
I see.
So today I made a whole script. Like if people are asking like, what are your rates? You never give them the budget first. You have to ask, okay, what's your budget, to avoid undercharging yourself.
I see. So you have to play that game of negotiation.
Yes, I learned
What's
so
your
much about
budget?
negotiation.
I think there was this book that I read, Never Split the Differences on Negotiation. That was a pretty cool book. So people, if you want to check it out, I might link that in the video as well. So I think that's a pretty good book on negotiation skills. What I wanted to know next is like the challenges in this space. What kind of challenges are you finding as a social media marketer? Are people being mean to you in the comments?
I don't find it that bad. The challenges of like being a creator, or even like a newsletter writer, I don't think it's that bad. The comments aren't too bad. Like it's just, it boosts the post. And then what else? I don't know. Maybe I just really like it, but it's like the fact that I'm new to all this.
Yeah.
I think a lot of creators need to find that sense of community. I still haven't. I don't think I found one, but having like other people to support you means a lot. Because otherwise, you just like you don't have anyone to go to for advice, and you don't even know what you're doing. or like you feel like not confident,
Yeah.
and then you might undercharge yourself. So having a community, having other people to support you, it really means a huge difference, in my opinion.
Oh, that makes sense. So you're still trying to find your community balance, I guess.
I think I found a little bit, but I wish there was like one for like that's more specific.
Yeah.
Because right now my community is like I post a lot on Twitter now. It's more like newsletter, but I want one for like creators.
So I know we already talked a little bit about the growth hacking process, like how you went viral. But like, I think it would be better if we get into a little bit more detail about it, so that people who are posting their content or starting out, they can understand what they can do better, so that they might be able to find their audience and like grow their accounts.
Okay, so like the tips about the growth.
Yeah, so it's like, let's walk us through the content creation, and then how do you actually like make that like views on those go higher or something like that. Like how do you get that content delivered to your audience?
Oh my god, this is gonna expose me so much. Um, so right now, I have like a whole database of like requests. So people wanting tutorial on this or that, and then like just my random ideas. So I just pick from that database. Sometimes I just get random ideas, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna film this.
Yeah.
I usually film in the morning, and I film a bunch because like the lighting is good, and I want to take advantage of it. And then I just dump it into CapCut, which is my video editor, and then I just kind of leave it until I have a long transit ride, and then I just edit on transit. Or like I edit when I'm doing something else, like when I'm at the gym or something. So it's more productive that way.
So you are at the gym and you're editing the video because it's more productive that way.
Because like at the gym, you have to like rest, you know. So like, what am I supposed to do during the rest sessions?
Rest?
Might as well
Supposed to rest.
I know, but it's just more productive. Like it makes me happier to like edit the video because then I'll be like, oh, I'm excited to post this. So after all that, like I try to post at least one video a day. Sometimes I have a backlog, sometimes I don't. I post manually right now, but I know there are scheduling tools. I really like them, but I post manually because sometimes I have to set up the DM automation because I always want to make people comment on my post, like for a template or something, and then the DM automation messages them, and it just like boosts my post. It helps a lot, I think. When I look at my videos, the videos that do better are the ones that have people comment on them, and then the DM automation setup.
So the engagement is really important in this area.
Yeah, I would say so.
I see.
And then for my process for everything else, it's just like sometimes I write weekly newsletters 2 times a week, one for the free, one for the paid. Sometimes I write them like the night before, but I always have an outline. So like for the paid one, it's like everything I learned about building my business. And that one is like everything I learned throughout the week. When I learn something new, I just dump it in that newsletter, like point form. And at the end of the week, I clean it all up and then send it out. So there's a little bit of a process, but it's chaotic.
You know, while listening to all your story, like working full time at a job and then doing this social media marketing and influencer thing on your own time, and then also doing marathon training, running marathon, and also going to gym, and then in between resting, editing the video. It sounds like when you're talking about Jennifer's life, we should say these stunts are done by professionals. Please do not try at home.
That's so true. It's not for everyone. And I'm really lucky because my job is very flexible.
Yeah.
So I can work whenever. Sometimes I work in the morning, so I can do other stuff in the evening. And sometimes it's the evening. Like sometimes, especially in the summer with daylight savings and everything, my meetings are like 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. So it's rough sometimes, but good thing I'm a night owl. So yeah.
So when do you actually sleep then?
Like whenever I want. I think I get good sleep. I have some sleep tips that are kind of unhinged. I just sent out an email newsletter about that, so you have to check my website for more.
So what's your website? We can link that as well.
Yeah, vegantechnomad.com.
Okay. We're going to link everything that Jennifer is saying in the video, so please look out for that. Other thing that I wanted to know is like, after this whole thing going viral, becoming an influencer, how your personal life has changed?
I feel like I'm more focused on, like there's different eras of my life. Last year, 2023, like beginning of 2023, and that first half was like focused on health. which was very intentional because I wanted to run my first marathon.
Yeah.
And then the latter half was focused on friends. So I went to a lot of parties and I made a lot of new friends. And then now it's like focused on business. So, because I wasn't expecting to go viral. And
Yeah.
you can't build a business expecting to go viral or like hoping to go viral. So now everything's like more focused on like, I just want to stay home and like work on my stuff. And in the past, I was like, I'd rather go out and hang out with my friends and like go to a party or like a concert or something. But now I'm like, I'd rather work on this. So instead of like going out every weekend, I'm like, does it align with my like business goals? And
I see.
you know, and if it does, then I do it. Like an example was actually my friend invited me to go to San Francisco, and I was like, no, because like, you know, why would I go? Because I'd rather like stay home and like work on my stuff because it's more fun to me. But then I had a call with my other friend, and she was like, oh, I have some friends who are creators and influencers. Do you want to meet up? She lives in San Francisco.
Okay.
Do you want to meet up and like we can get to know each other? And I can visit some other friends there. So then I changed my mind. And I'm like, okay, maybe I should go to San Francisco. But what prompted the change was that it actually aligned with my goals now, like for my business. So now I'm going to San Francisco tomorrow.
So are you gonna like send out another newsletter on how to do goal setting and how to actually make decision on like what aligns with your goal and like how do you decide your next move basically?
You know, if that's a content request, I'm gonna put it in my database.
I think that would be a good content. I would like to read that. Like, I think you have a really good handle on how you set up your goals. So I think people can learn from it. So for sure, if you are doing that, then like sign me up as well.
Okay, I will document that after this.
All right, perfect. Thank you. So next thing is, Jennifer, what are your future plans for this?
Okay, so I have a very specific goal. Well, for my entire life, my number one metric that I care about is number of lives positively impacted. So I feel like, yes, as an influencer, you can impact a lot of people positively. I'm always getting comments, like they're really sweet. People are like, you know, you helped me improve my life, you inspired me, you motivated me. But there's only so much you can do as an individual.
Yeah.
If you work with a company, like there are some companies that I know who are doing great work. They really improve people's lives. If you work with them, they can impact so many more thousands of people. So my goal now is to work with a company. I actually also have like a monetary goal. So in 2023, I was like, 2024 is gonna be like my business year. I'm gonna like grind and focus on my career. So I was like doing the math.
Yeah.
To own like an apartment or some kind of property here in Vancouver.
Okay, that's a big goal. That's already a really big goal.
I
To
know.
own something in Vancouver.
I know. So I was doing the math, and I was like, oh, I need like 15K a month, and then like, you know, add some buffer for like taxes, bills, everything else. So it's basically like 20K a month. So I was like, okay, my goal for 2024 is to make 20K a month. And
That's
I was
before
like,
taxes or after taxes?
before.
Before taxes.
There's like buffer room. So I really only need like 13K, but like, yeah, I added a big buffer for like taxes and stuff.
See, I just hope that no government official is watching this video. So it's like, okay.
No, stop. I'm incorporated already. Okay, that's another story. Do you want me to tell it now?
Yeah, sure.
So in 2022, I was hired by an Australian company. This is my full-time job. It's called entrylevel.net, take our online tech courses.
That is not paid promotion. She's just saying that by herself. I am not getting paid for entry level, okay?
Yeah, I mean, we're still a startup, but basically entrylevel.net, it's an Australian company. So I'm an independent contractor. And I basically am like full-time, but since I'm like independent contractor, they didn't take the income tax off my paycheck.
Okay.
So I had to pay all of it in 2023. I found out I had to pay $16,000 in taxes. So I hired an accountant. I got incorporated. So now hopefully I don't have to pay as much, but it's good that I did that because with my own business, if it takes off, then that's basically a company. So when I was taking payments for all my stuff, I was like, oh, thank goodness I'm already incorporated, because then that's how you like take payments. So that's that story and how I had to pay $16,000 in taxes. I can't do anything with finances. Like, numbers and me, we just can't, which most people find surprising. But the question was like my goals. I
Yes,
think.
goals and what's your plan for future?
Yes. So why I went on that huge tangent. Oh my god, I keep getting comments of people being like, "Does this girl have ADHD? Does she have autism?" And I'm like, I don't know, but
something is wrong. We can all agree on that part at least, right?
it depends on how you define wrong, because it works for me.
If it's printing money, then it's not wrong.
True. It doesn't count if you like tap a card and there's not physical cash. That's what I think.
Okay.
It doesn't count if you don't look at your bank account.
You know, and in the newsletter, what we're trying, goal setting newsletter, add about how to save money from taxes as well.
Okay, I'll add that in my content request thing. But I don't know. I just make my accountant do it, as I can't deal with that stuff.
Next interview, we'll try to get her accountant here to find out how do you save money.
Yeah. But yeah, okay, my goal, 20K a month. And I was like trying to reverse engineer, like what do I need to do to get to that number? So this is in my premium newsletter. I have like pie charts and everything. And I have like the full breakdown.
So we are getting this for free.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're getting the very basic summary for free. So 75% is going to be B2B.
Yeah.
And that's like me providing to like services and things to a business. So this is going to be like consulting, agency work, selling my services, sponsorship. That's like the biggest chunk.
Okay.
25% is going to be B2C. So that's like selling templates, which I haven't done yet, but I will. Affiliate links. So like people purchasing the products that I recommend. There were some others on that list. Oh, one-on-one consultations.
Oh.
There's like a whole list in my premium newsletter.
I think you also started giving out the consultation on marketing and digital marketing and stuff, right? So so if you are looking to hire a consultant and you want to know how do you create your own content and actually set up your social media brand, then please do contact Jennifer. She has her own, she's starting her own marketing agency now.
Yeah, but it's going to be very specific. I'm going to help B2C SaaS startups.
Okay, so if you're a B2B SaaS startup,
B2C
SaaS startup, then please do contact Jennifer. Okay, so I think we are moving into our last question actually. So I do like to close the interview with a question on like if there are any author or book that has made an impact on you, and like in your professional life, in your personal life. So it's like if you want to share that book with people.
Okay, I have a whole list. I track all my books too. But in this context, I would say Hacking Growth was a book that I liked.
Hacking Growth by Sean
Ellis, I think.
Yeah. Growth hacking. Or
the book is Hacking Growth. It's about growth hacking.
Oh, it's about growth hacking. Book name is Hacking Growth.
It's more about like having good user experience for your products.
Yes, I believe I read that book not too long ago actually. And it's a really good book. Yeah.
Yeah, and then for people wanting to get into like Instagram, like being an influencer, I would suggest Marketing Harry. One of his pin posts was really good, and it's all about like looking at the data, seeing what performs well, and doubling down on it. So you really need to like understand your metrics and data. And the other one was like an Instagram expert, Brock 11 Johnson. Like I learned so much from them, just like watching their posts. Like sometimes I'm lazy and I'm like scrolling through social media, but I'm still learning because I follow them.
Yeah, maybe we can link those posts as well and those books in the video so that like people who are interested, they can check it out.
Yes.
Right. So I think this takes us to the closing of this interview. It was really nice to talk to you about all this growth hacking and also social media marketing. And I hope we can actually do this again on maybe when you have started your digital marketing agency, and then we can do this again.
Okay.
Thanks, Jennifer.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.